I'm here on the Gold Coast for the launch of a new game-changing app by the Queensland Academy of Sport's YouFor2032 talent search program. What's it all about? Let's go see.
We want the 2032 Games to be our most successful ever.
Today is about breaking down barriers so that all athletes, no matter where they live, have the chance to be discovered.
The YouFor2032 app, where we're going to use AI and all those modern technological stuff to make sure that this is accessible for people right across the state.
We've been doing this for a little over 3 years now, getting in our minibus, driving all over the state, spending months at a time on the road. And we know we're still missing athletes because we can't possibly go to every single town.
Yeah.
And in a lot of places, we're only there for a couple of hours sometimes. So we've heard all these stories of athletes that are sick or away on holiday or have an exam the next day or all kinds of things that mean they can't come along to our test session, which means we can't see them and we can't then invite them into our program to see if there's a high-performance sport that might really suit them.
Yeah, so the app is amazing. And it's really cool to be able to test at home. All you need is a blank wall. And we can test pretty much everything. So we're looking at things like vertical jump and standing long jump, and we can even do a bit of endurance stuff. So it's pretty much all of your base kind of capacities.
Actually finding a company like Foamy AI that has the technology we need, that had sort of the foresight to then work with us to help the app do what we need it to do. We just need it to be enough that we can get a sense of whether people can jump high, run fast, whether they're strong. So that, again, we can bring them in, get a better look at them, and then match them into a sport.
Athletes simply choose from the 12 tests on the app, follow the instructions to video themselves, then submit it. 5 minutes later, it generates the results.
We want to make sure that para-athletes have as many of the same opportunities as our able-bodied athletes do. When we were building this, that para aspect was so important, and we said all along that we wouldn't do it if it couldn't incorporate para-athletes.
I think what's really exciting about the app is when, especially for para-athletes, you have to drive so far to be able to participate in any kind of para sport. So I think the app will just break down those barriers.
There must be just such a broad range of sports that they might not even know they could try. Like, this must change a lot of things.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what, when I go out to schools into Queensland and I see young kids who have a disability, and they say, I want to play sport, and just be like, actually, sign on to the app. Go try it.
What sports have you been identified for? Like, what are you doing now?
So at the moment I'm doing triathlon mostly, but I'm also a swimmer, so I do both. Also, I got selected for swimming, sailing, triathlon, boxing, rowing, so quite a few sports.
Did you ever consider any of them before? Were you doing them before?
No, never. I never actually thought about doing it. So this program actually helped me get into it and gave me a pathway into the sports.
I think this is absolutely game-changing. I think it's just brilliant in the fact that I think about the fact that I live rurally now, and in terms of the opportunities available to young athletes now in Queensland, to say, I've always wanted to see what I was good at, I always wanted to see maybe what my strengths are aligned to, or I literally just want to be an athlete. I don't care what sport it is. This will help them identify where their pathway can go and help them focus on that right journeys.
We heard before about an athlete from up north Queensland that got picked into rowing. And in northern Queensland, they don't do a lot of rowing because of all the crocodiles and things like that. If it wasn't for the app, they never would have discovered rowing. And they've now just gotten back from their first national championships where they did really well.
The beauty of knowing that I never would have been able to have had a go at rowing. I don't live anywhere near a lake or a river or opportunity like that, but my strengths are really aligned to that sport. So all of a sudden you're not only given what your strengths are aligned to, you're given a pathway into that sport.
Through the YouFor32 program, I got selected for triathlon, and I did my first triathlon where I made it to states.
Oh, wow.
So that was pretty exciting.
So it's going to make a massive difference for athletes in the lead up for sort of this next 7 years, but also beyond that. The earlier that athletes can be matched with a sport that we think might suit them, the better.